So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
And 12 at the 28-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Allen going to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
6-yard line.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the
2nd and 11. Allen now looks to throw. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
On 3rd down, they go with Singletary. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. From the gun, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. 20, 10, and he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And we'll see if that pick 6 looms large as this game continues, because we've seen plays like that alter a lot of playoff contests over the years.
I would agree with that totally. You often think to yourself, why do they alter it so much? Because after games, don't we hear coaches and players say, well, one play doesn't usually determine the outcome. But I don't think that's really true, do you? Because there's times when we see plays like that, and all of a sudden the momentum jumps to that team side, it deflates the other side, and they never pick it back up. And then things really go from there, don't they?
That's the thing for me. We talk about momentum changes. A play like that is the ultimate momentum change.
At their own 31-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 right at the 40. Throwing now is Allen, and this is incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Throwing again. Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and... Three.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Allen to throw once more. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. T.J. Watt. He's the culprit, causes a loss of 5, and it brings up 4th down. This offense converted once already in this first quarter. They're going to try it again here on 4th down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
The Steelers.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
So good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
20. And the Steeler first down.
Throwing on 1st down. McLaughlin, man open, it's Goodwin. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
To Marquise Goodwin.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
They'll run for the first time with Trenton Cannon. And he'll be close to a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 31. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Bills, nothing.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, McLaughlin. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And now it's 2nd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
To throw again, McLaughlin. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Ed Oliver forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
But we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
On 1st down, they stick with Singletary. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5.
Nice satisfying run on 1st down for the offense, picking up 5, which means defensively, the thought process is entirely different. You don't want to panic, but at the same time, you're saying to each other, we've got to tighten this down. We can't give up gains like that.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Now a toss to Singletary running to the left. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Tyler Bass out for the Bills field goal. From the left hash, this from 46. The kick by Bass is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board. And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And this is taking him one-handed. What a catch. That catch good for only a couple.
One-handed. Love the effort. Not much production on that play, though, huh?
Not a whole lot of yardage. You get that grab, you probably want a 1st down.
And he'll be the one in the film session if he's saying, hey, run that one back, coach.
Yeah.
Run that one back.
One more time.
Let's see that again.
2 more time.
And they won't.
8 more times.
They won't. Didn't get much out of it.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Gets it to his running back, Cannon. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Give them 5 on the screenplay, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. On 3rd down, McLaughlin. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. Coming up at the half, we remind you that we're going to do what we've done all year. We'll get you down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown of what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin the road to the upcoming Super Bowl. And he'll be brought down here at the 28.
He was brought down at the 28-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rush coming, and he's taken down. T.J. Watt able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. That's fielded at the 8-yard line. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
28-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again, McLaughlin. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
25 yards.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage. Got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride. He was able to run free after the catch.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. So his struggle is just continuing here in the first half, throwing the football. Charles, now 3 interceptions.
And they don't feel like they're just great plays by the defense. There's a sense that maybe he's a little careless with the football now. So some of the great coaches in the past, you know, they've always said, I can't teach you, obviously, because you're not listening. So maybe the bench can teach you. He's got to be careful now. He might get pulled.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 18-yard line.
So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Both teams try to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a nifty return there all the way across the 40.
Now that's the kind of return you're looking for. To get to that spot on the field, that allows you to do a lot of things on offense.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. They'll run on first down with Cannon. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
At the 49-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down. McLaughlin. Throw caught here by Bird. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
The ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher. 3rd and 6. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Watch 36. 36 tonight. Hey, keep it up. Keep it up. What's that?
Singletary again. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That 2nd down play nets a -4.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, They're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Here comes Cohen. So the punt goes for 56 with a decent return of 13. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And, Charles, you'd have to think this is where you want to start taking some time off the clock.
Oh, definitely, because you got the lead, right? You take a good look up there and you say, okay, what do we need to do here? Well, you're not in full-out protect mode. You want to make sure you run it, throw it safe, take some time off, and eat it up.
6-yard pickup.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. From the gun, McLaughlin. And Reed with it over the middle. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now throwing on 1st down and completing it. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. He's got the 1st down and more past midfield. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the 3rd quarter of action. 1 quarter remains for the right to survive round 1 here in the AFC. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw again, McLaughlin. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, McLaughlin. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Chidobe Awuzie there to make the play in coverage.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback.
20-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. If they want to advance in this divisional round, look, obviously the time is now. Trailing here in the 4th as they go to work on a crucial drive, 1st and 10. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
2nd and 10.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Devin Singletary.
Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better, got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they are looking good. A 2-score lead here in this fourth quarter as they hope to capture a spot in the divisional round next weekend. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And incomplete. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so they didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right. Nowhere to go.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. McLaughlin on the screen. This is Cannon. And he gets it just shy of midfield, but that's not enough. He's short of the marker. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
On 4th down, McLaughlin. And that is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain there, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
From midfield, here's Allen. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Watch 36.
Now Allen again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Throwing again. Allen. On the left side, he finds Beasley. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 19. His 2nd catch of this wild card game, and it goes for a 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
It's a loss.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
They go right back to Singletary. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
3rd down and 14.
A 3rd down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. He's got the hook up to John Brown on the right side. And he is going to be stopped at the 12, short of the 1st down. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. The kick by Bass is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a foot race. He's at the 30, 10, and into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
Trenton Cannon, 85 yards. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Steelers 21, Bills 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. A short kick taken at the 18. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And tough to win games if you're going field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
We're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act, that interception. Good way for them to end it. And now the drive starts with a completion out to the right. 7 yards, the pickup there.
To number 87. A 7-yard.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
17-yard line.
49, guys. Mike, 49. Here we go.
Off play action. McLaughlin. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. Taking matters into his own hands, and he picks up 4 yards and a 1st down.
1st down, Steelers. Tonight's final score, Steelers 20.
And a disappointing way to close out the season. He got into the playoffs but couldn't really make any noise.
Still a good season. Some might call it a great season when they get away from it a little bit, but they also will all look at their own errors, their own mistakes, and wonder how they could have played a little bit better. So if they get in this position again, they'll be ready to win.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say good night from Buffalo.
Kick it and go. Kick it and kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, and zone, scope. For sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. Kick it and go. I had to kick off and go. With a shaking them out, breaking them off, talking my talk, walking my walk like I do. Sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew. You need a win, who need a win, that's all we do. I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine. They running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them. With a stiff arm, spin move.